Looked like we were ready to go live here. The odds brought to you by Betway.com. They're giving an edge, a slight edge towards mousesports.
That's very slight.
You'd think, well, I guess with the standard, that's maybe
that might be
it.
Yeah.
Considerations are coming through, which is understandable. But I don't know. I still rate this team highly with Natasafik. Like, he just seems like a dude who's like wants to do what he's told, stay within his lane, not do anything otherwise, and try really hard. And that's kind of what you want from a stand-in, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's what Kerrigan wants, even from just his normal 4, right? In all of his teams, like, if you can do what I tell you to, that's great, because I got something planned out here.
Sure.
And whenever that doesn't happen anymore, the teams kind of fall apart.
Yeah, Kerrigan's always been that kind of
ideal.
Ideal that has a lot of control over the team. In FaZe, I thought he kind of took the reins off a little bit, allowed people to play a little bit more free. But you can see this mousesports team, he has a different approach.
He's daddy right now.
Yeah.
He's wearing the pants.
I think that's because these players are a little bit younger, a little bit more inexperienced.
Yeah, they just respect his every word, right?
Yeah, those FaZe guys definitely
been around the block.
Have been around the block.
Yeah, well, they've had such interesting careers, right? Like they've been from called pretty much every player on that team at one point the world's best player or the most exciting player, and lifted all the trophies. And like, you're going to develop your own idea of how they won those trophies, and they're going to have clashing ideas. And everyone's perspective on Counter-Strike in general is going to be slightly different, right? We all know the overarching way to play the game, but people in certain situations will feel it's better to do this in terms of the economy, when to invest here, and they'll think their system has worked in the past, therefore they must be right.
Was that like what MBK was talking about?
Yeah,
right?
I think so. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's in the idea that these younger players haven't necessarily had that sort of poison going to their brain yet. They know exactly. It's better to have one person who controls everything instead of everyone trying to contribute at all times and not being happy, and then maybe being stubborn about it. And of course, that's when they're arguing.
It kind of reminds me of our face at Stack Center, I'll be honest.
Yeah?
Because we're like 4 really stubborn people. Then we have Alex, who's just like happy to do whatever.
The submissive one, yeah.
You guys have been playing a lot of Vertigo.
We only go home for like ever one day recently.
Yeah.
So like the only map we know we have a lot of fun on is Vertigo right now, because it's like it's new.
Yeah.
So we just played that a lot. But we were home for 12 hours last week. So we just played 3 games of Vertigo. I passed out from jet lag and woke up at like 4 a.m. But that's all. That's my Counter-Strike experience the last 3 months. There has not been much gaming.
Yeah.
Do you still play, Sean? You still giving it?
Here and there. Yeah, here and there. Definitely not as much as obviously I used to, but
yeah, that would be weird if you're still playing that grind.
Just grinding 24
15 hours.
Yeah. The occasional hop in the DMs.
Who do you play with? Who's your go-to crew?
Yeah.
Who's the squad?
Usually I'll ask Robin.
Yeah.
Jason if he's at home to play.
Jordan?
Jordan, obviously the OGC guys. But obviously we RIP OGC. It's not a thing right now.
What happened?
I don't know. Tommy, I guess, took back ownership. He said we had to get off the roster.
Selling shares. It's all done.
Pulled the rug out right from under us.
Damn.
Oh, you had T-shirts and everything.
Yeah. That's what happens. Rats everywhere.
Yeah. Well, give them an opportunity, they'll always take it.
Nibble at you.
A lot of typing going on. That concerns me.
Is it like, you guys ready? I'm kind of hoping that's
what the fuck's going on.
Let's see.
Do you guys ever play CS with a hat on, like Jax?
What kind of hats you got on? Because cap?
Yeah, it's just like a cap.
I don't usually. I have to, I guess.
I feel like it'd be so hard.
Well, he's got a headset on right now. How's it feel?
What?
He's saying how it feel.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah?
I can live with this. By the way, Kenny's, talking smack on the server. Apparently. He's talking about how, like,
smack.
Kerrigan,
you
Chris,
can see. Why don't you get down there? Let's have a look.
I was like,
talking about Henry?
No.
Better not be.
He's already killed Henry. He's already
ruined my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's talking about, like, the trio of Chris, Kerrigan, and Ragin, like, pulled together as about 110 years old. So it's not that far off either.
Yeah.
Because you got Chris J and Kerrigan, they're both 29, 30, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the exact age of Ragin.
I
know it's just like he played around the same time we did, so he has to be old.
What teams did he play in?
C-play. Core play. But that was like start of CSGO, yeah.
I never realized. Yeah, I never played against him.
I think he kind of stopped pretty early on in CSGO. I remember like when the Molotovs didn't extinguish midair. Like if you throw them so you could...
Oh, yeah, you could throw them all across the map.
From CT spawn on nuke, you could Molotov T-spawn.
Yeah, you could just do that, get lobby control before the Ts, which is pretty ridiculous. But yeah, like back then, like he was in one of the top 3 Danish teams, if I'm not mistaken. Curious if you played with Glaive and those guys.
I think he did. Glaive said the other day like he was one of the original people you played with.
Yeah.
I think he said that in an interview.
Ragin actually wanted to get rid of Molotovs entirely, which, to be fair, at that time was completely reasonable.
Oh, yeah, when he couldn't extinguish them.
Couldn't extinguish them. They did twice the damage.
A long A-rush on Dust 2 where we just throw 2 at the corner.
So dirty.
Yeah. CT's couldn't even get control.
That is stuck there, just waiting. Like, okay, well,
fun game to play.
And they were bigger and did more damage back then.
It was wild.
Well, here we go then. We are off, ladies and gentlemen. It will be mousesports on the CT side, defending an A push from G2 here. In order to be the old classic smoke, make their way through from the lane and the ramp itself. This is aggressive.
Oh, I'm digging it. They threw that smoke on purpose, I think, to push through.
Oh, it's not working out entirely as intended.
Yeah, that...
Seems like it gives a little bit of leeway on the backside of it for CTs to run through. It's a rough one.
Well,
it was weird because the way Nexa threw that smoke so hard off the pillar, I think he meant for it to go in that hallway, which means they wanted to probably take the fight to CT spawn.
I'm curious if it's meant to land a little bit further back because there was a gap that allowed for 2 CT players to actually stand behind the smoke with it as cover.
Yeah.
But if it goes all the way in, then that kind of cuts off a rotation point entirely. Unless you would just want to YOLO it through smoke, which is...
Here we have 3 Galil.
You like to see this one. Oh. It's always a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, real fun, Henry.
Which team do you favor in this buy?
It's exactly the same pretty much there. I got Mac 10s for Massive. Right? They have got an M4, I guess, on Chris J's side. I don't know, because you can group up on the T side, right? Like you can just go power and numbers. Like you should have the advantage technically.
Are they going quick as well? Yeah.
It's equal firepower with a man advantage. There you go. Overwhelmed.
Damn.
They just know the CTs have no utility.
Exactly, right?
So
they've got no incendiaries, you just brush up. You got to choose, do I have no grenades or do I just have an SMG? Yeah. That's it, it's done.
It's just so ridiculous.
That's why like Counter-Strike is so frustrating right now. There's no tactical beauty behind that, is there? You didn't have to work for that, you just rush dead.
They're just like, if they have nades, they have to save them for late rounds. So let's just full rush, don't stop, stick in a pack.
Gets to a point where like if T's actually get the plant down and pistol, you don't try to retake a CT, you just like throw your body at them. It's like, yeah, just have it. Because we don't want to get reset after winning pistol. Alright, so G2 bring it right back. Hunter, was that 4? Yeah, 4 on Hunter.
There it is.
Damn.
Well, it will have to be the force buy and response. You're left with $1,400 on the mousesports side. You're going to be double eco regardless. So might as well buy what you can. And this will be Desert Eagles. And this team, they're known to be pretty decent with the weapon. I'm sure they can find a couple of heads here. Got 3 smokes available to them. And just going to try and play this like a gun ride, I assume. I don't think we'll see anything too special in terms of a stack. Just going to try and fend off the initial rush. Drop smokes, wait to look locked down, funnel them into where most of their players are. It's going to be Hunter challenging towards the lane once again.
Who did we see do the triple nade?
Oh.
Was that MYVR?
On Vertigo?
Yeah.
I didn't see that game.
It's like off the yellow crane thingy.
Yeah. Oh no, they did, yeah, I do remember that. They did 8 cheese that bounced off the roof of the
Was that MYVR?
Yeah, it was. I remember.
That was actually really cheeky.
They have really good Vertigo default, I think, when I watch them play. Yeah. Are they getting mid-control a lot? Yeah.
I just like how Taco plays that side halls area.
Yeah.
Super aggressive. Alright, so some damage done at least for mousesports. Neto potentially in for one more. Might be a little bit tough actually, G2 grouping up.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to be said about this. They're coming into the swing from the scaffold.
Oh,
cleanest kill, but should be fine. And Rob's left with not a lot to say about this one. He's got a very strong deagle on him, but might as well save it for the next round. Got Kevlar as well.
Yeah.
Going to rotate back towards the sniper deck here, and we'll just hold on to what he's got. Looking for any exit frags. No real reason to push him. There we have it. That's how it's done. 2-1.
That is. So we have a lot of international teams here.
We do, actually.
A lot of different...
We have all of them.
Yeah.
Minus face, I guess.
Yeah. The way they're structured are so different, too. Like, mousesports has Kerrigan as, like, kind of the sole in-game leader. Maybe Chris J. He did in-game lead, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have G2 with, I guess, Almanac and Nexa kind of in-game leading.
Working in tandem, yeah.
Yeah.
I assume Nexa was brought in for that reason specifically, but of course every
they're
team
not really known in-game leaders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have OG with 3 in-game leaders.
We asked them about it. And
they got all of them.
They said that, sure, it's Alexi be in charge, and MBK's learned to just kind of go along with the flow, but Valda's still kind of like learning how to kind of just listen instead of offering ideas. Yeah. It's getting messy almost.
I think, wasn't it Vitality when they brought in Shocks, talked about that as well?
Yeah, he said the exact same thing pretty much.
Just kind of needs to like learn how to chill out.
He just like, okay, I just need to keep my head down and just do what I'm told, click on the heads. It's nice, but you'd think that'd be a luxury for some people, but there are some people just have to kind of, I'm one of them. I can't keep my mouth shut. I'm always having to give my head down.
I'm the same way. It's so difficult.
Yeah. Especially when things are going wrong and it's like, this is just not what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I tend to do it because if I'm just left to my own devices and just trying to shoot, I'm not good enough to do it anymore. So it's like I feel like I have to have a plan to kind of make myself worthy of being on the team.
So make myself
like, otherwise, it's like
bringing something to the table.
Yeah, you're not bringing me on for firepower, that's for sure.
Well, there's not much firepower available for mousesports here. 5-on-2. Rops will have Chris J in tow, but once again looking for exits, and you don't really want to be looking for those against pistols.
How many A executes, A pushes do you think we're going to see in this game from G2?
Yeah,
we're talking double figures?
I'm not sure about that. I would say at least 6, and we've had, what, 2 now?
No, I think
definitely
all rounds,
more than 6.
All rounds have been towards A.
It's going to be
every single
8 to 10 minimum.
How is the best way to even approach it? Do people even bother rushing B anymore? Is it even possible with
it feels so
tough.
There's so many nasty
angles. The Molotov will be there, and then as soon as you extinguish it, you're running through grey screens. There's no point, right?
Yeah.
It's going to get wrecked.
There's like so many. I feel like because the stair is, well, it's not necessarily narrow, but it's not super wide either.
It's just awkward to get up. The fact you have to have your back turn and navigate up there, like it's like you're on a long horizontal plane for a while, where the CTs have lots of different angles. Like, it's a really awkward fight. If you go with multiple players, once you've actually busted through, sure, but then you're held off by a smoke or a Molotov at the really difficult point.
I think it's like I think it was NIP had like a really funky way to do it because the guy who plays mid, instead of like being active in the window, he held like an off angle that lets you run past the first like L-shaped box.
Yeah.
It's just like, you think you've gotten past the nasty angles as a T, and then all of a sudden you get caught out. The second you have to basically clear out the wide side of the site.
G2 literally just sends everyone towards A every round.
They've understood it. Like they know how to do it. I thought that was Amanek. Yeah. Lined up way too nicely.
Looks like they're opting to go a little bit slower this round. I wonder if they're going to retake the B area. Because like you said, it is difficult to take B early.
Yeah.
But it's quite easy to take it back late if you want to. Now the problem is that you can't really fake between the sites very well.
Chris, how did you get here? And why did you not go wider? But it still gets 2. That's big.
That's good enough. Because now he has info 1 guy there.
That's actually like a typical matchmaking problem that I run into right there. It's like the guy who holds mid doesn't really hold mid. And it says like Amanek was just like firing shots through the smoke, right?
You need to be cognizant of the fact that they can, the CT normal sequence is incendiary at the start, stop the rush, then smoke deep, and then you get control of ladder. So like if you don't have vision on ladder the entire time, everyone needs to be aware that potential flank could come in.
It would be like on Dust 2 if your opera is watching mid and they throw that smoke to push in lower B.
Yeah, right.
He just doesn't say anything.
That's exactly the same thing, right? Yeah, that's it.
I don't think anyone's made it into
lower.
You
might not have seen anyone, but I need to know if you couldn't make them out when they made their way over. Either way,
so ratty. I love it.
That was a lot of rat.
All the way
straight out of Sean's playbook.
Back of the page.
Trace's back pages.
Back of the page. That was unreal. 1 HP pretty much on both of these players. Frozen got a pretty decent chance of winning this. No kits, however. Needs to get his skates on. Smoke down doesn't make things any easier. And people that, but he does adjust. Well, he's to the shadow. Oh, nice snap. And he's even got enough time without the kits, so that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, 1 HP. On 1 HP, yeah.
Wow, okay.
He's so good.
He is really good.
Yeah, I think people are kind of not looking into Frozen as like one of those super hype talents because he's like still he's inconsistent as of right now.
Streaky.
Yeah, but like his top level is incredible.
Like 6 months, he's gonna be like Sergey level at every tournament.
Yeah.
It took Sergey a little bit to get that consistency.
Did for Brolin as well, right? Like it's common.
Same.
Like it's such a different environment from what you're used to. Especially now because we don't have as many open tournaments, so these kids don't necessarily do as much, attending just random lands here and there, like locally. It's FPL, that kind of thing, and then you get picked up by a team.
Fast push towards A again. Oh, look at all the exchange.
It was halfway through the smoke there.
So much utility was just used to take this area.
Yeah, pretty much encapsulates the map, really.
CTs have hardly anything with a minute 30 left.
That was G2 through that same smoke, right? That's the one with the gap. I don't understand it still, but I think it was in the MIBR G2 game on Vertigo that both sides kept throwing it this like over and over again, but both of the attacking ones.
You mean right where Frozen's looking, right?
When it was aggro, right?
Yeah.
It's like both teams threw it, but none of them who actually like went towards that area realized there was a gap.
Yeah.
So A again.
Yep, it seems to be the case here. And then for now, it will be G2 with the upper hand with the bomb yet to be planted. Karrigan, normally found towards these back boxes, waits for the opportunity to pound his teammates next to him as well. Come the MP9s, but up from above it will be Nexa, who sends them packing. No problem for Rob. Still have to save the weapon at this point, I assume. And 4 kills for Nexa. He actually was MIA in the previous map, so it's good to see him kind of bouncing back.
Pretty much hit his frag total from Nuke.
That's that's actually not a bad call. I think he finished on 9 and 25. Or for Kenny, didn't have to find any frags. So that was just a fast A approach from G2, right? All the smokes and flashes exchanged at the start, and the CT's just got no real control. They were pushed back.
Yeah, it looks like mousesports wanted to play a little bit aggressive, but they were forced back into the site. And it seems like whenever I watch people play back in the site and they have no plan, like Liquid has plans. When they're back in the site, they'll boost over them. They have like set nades that they throw.
I feel like in the previous version of Vertigo it was fine when you had the window position, and then you could hold it with one person at the back. Now you've got that whole shelf lane situation going on. The fact they can send big numbers out there and just swing on you, like there's no way Karrigan can just sit at the back of the side, right? I feel like you have to control the ramp as long as you possibly can, get an AWP on there. That's probably what we'll see from mousesports eventually. Let's get the double AWPs out maybe. Just
get frozen out there?
Yeah, to get frozen out again. That was the only, like they said on the couch a while ago, they just said like the only way we could hold A was with just AWPing the site with frozen.
Yeah. Props has only died twice. He hasn't gotten a kill yet, but he's only died twice.
Well, he's not necessarily doing anything wrong, man. He's just holding on for dear life.
He's like, oh, they hit A again. Have fun. Yeah.
It's pretty insane. Jax is 0-5 too.
He's like, well, the guys don't need me right now, so I'm just going to chill out for a little bit. Come back stronger.
He normally puts up numbers.
Here we go.
That's triple boost? Oh, yeah, they got a weapon.
This could actually work out quite nicely. Everyone checks this though, is the problem.
Well,
maybe not this angle.
This is
just the one?
Just happy with that?
Freest of kills.
I would have been so greedy in that situation.
Yeah, I always wait.
I would have been like,
you know what? No
can I get 3 here?
How many can I get?
Well, Hunter's actually gotten pretty far forward. Jax is on the board now. Oh, Rob's actually bailed out of the site. Alright, this is still going to get really painful for mousesports.
Well, it was a good start, good boost. Wasn't checked by G2. Certainly learned the lesson and didn't have to pay the price for it.
Oh, is he going to turn at the wrong time? Ooh.
There we have it. Next up. We're already adding to the total now.
So I think we're 6 out of 7 rounds on A.
I think you might be right.
G2 seems to really know the timings of when to peek things and move around the map. They're not really using a lot of utility. But they understand the rotations well enough to lurk into places.
I think Hunter throws the same smoke every single round, and he's got like a really good intuition for understanding when people back out of that side lane area. No, it's Omnic who throws it. Okay.
Yeah, that's towards scaffold
right there. Yeah.
But that has a gap, but mousesports is now taking advantage of that. Taco just wrecked Hunter like 9 out of 10 times whenever he wanted to do this.
Karrigan is screwed. Frozen will have to answer back here. Money's still a bit of an issue. UMP's been brought out. Rops with the AWP.
Oh. This is what Vinny did, I think it was. Just sat in the smoke. So what was the word they talked about? Was Dead mentioned something about a bug that you see people sooner if you're inside the smoke when it fades or something?
Oh, I don't know if that's a bug.
Oh yeah, well
just
that's
like not
feature,
moving in the smoke,
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what.
And just looking for something moving.
Rops with an AWP. Not something you hear every day.
Hi, sorry. Had a bit of a coughing fit there. I'm back now.
Got some refreshments?
Got some tea. Some iced tea.
Ooh, very British of you.
Okay. What did I miss?
An A execute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Change things up.
Pretty exciting stuff. And drops. Ooh. Going back for more. G2 have really taken their time with this, considering how long it's been since. Ooh, nice flick.
Damn.
He's got a chance here. He would need an opportunity from Amadek, but so far so good. Might as well go for it.
It was just so badly that flash in his hand was in his pocket as a smoke.
Yeah. Smoke diffusers in this map are ridiculous.
It's kind of weird as well, because I feel like most teams plant very similarly.
Yeah. Well, you can crouch there, like, protected almost. Like, the animation lowers your head. Not going to work out. 20 HP, had to hit a no-scope pretty much to that point. Amanek recovered the orb. 6-2 on the T side, and Money is battered and bruised. I dare say they'll take like a partial buy here and maybe bring out double orbs next round. I think that'd be the only solution at this point.
Yeah, they need to change up something.
Someone has to get the orb on the A round. That'd probably be Frozen, as we mentioned. Just go.
They definitely have to change their approach on A. It looks like G2 is just running up and getting it immediately, which is then makes the site impossible to hold, right? Because no amount of utility is slowing them down for the entire round.
Do you feel like they've, I guess, tested the limits of G2's, well, not necessarily default, but like when they go that rush, like if we've seen Chris J being able to get behind the enemy lines once.
If I'm next to right now, I do this round again, knowing that Money's broken. I do another fast A, and then just when you know they've had this timeout, they're talking about how they're changing everything up. That's when you throw the rat move in there. You go for a fast middle, B split. You just completely change it up. So I'd keep it towards A this round. Just keep them thinking, oh, this is going to come A every single round. Then that's when you move things up.
I do agree, though. I think they should test the default like a little bit more, right? Like try to get a little bit more aggro in mid, try to get a little bit more aggro towards B.
Yeah.
Because it's clear that G2 is sending a very, very heavy presence towards A every round.
All right, seems like they want to go for mid pressure one round early for your liking, Henry. But still following the same concept. Jax has actually been pretty efficient whenever he's sent out into mid like that in G2's games.
Oh, it seems to be working this round as they will be sending the bomb at the A ramp this time. A bit of pincer action from middle as well. It's a very clean round there. Jax with 3. Robs remains once again. Has he died more than 2 times yet? Did he go down?
I think it's up to 3 now, maybe?
Oh,
4, wow.
He's dropped a couple more.
Spiraling out of control.
He really hasn't been part of this game so far. He can't really do much about this.
It's like he's playing B-apps on Mirage or something. It's just like, oh, guess I might see someone in pistol, and after that, it's just the one annoying guy who never leaves. So you can't rotate. Can't be a part of the fun.
It's so frustrating, just feeling like you're not even in the game at all.
It's a legitimate problem, right? Because if you end up in a situation where you have an actual chance to complete a retake, right? Maybe it's a 1v1, maybe it's a 2v1 or 1v2 or something. You're actually cold. Like, you haven't been shooting at stuff. You've just been buying up, walking to your position, and then being left in an impossible situation. So you're just like, well, this feels awkward.
Yeah. Like, I'm cool with that now when I play CS because I've played for so long. But when I was Rops's age, that would just probably drive me up the wall.
I think I've gotten less patient with all that kind of stuff.
Really?
The older I've gotten,
I agree.
The problem for me is that, like, my skill has gone down and my patience has just...
Your anger's gone up as well.
I feel like that's been, like, pretty high the entire time.
That's always been up there.
But it doesn't help that I'm so much worse, so I have more chances to get angry.
There's a double orb setup. We did say that would be the likely outcome.
Not on Frozen, though.
Yeah, well, I guess you're Chris J and Nato here, so...
Did they actually... Well, yeah, they did post up one of the hoppers towards A, so...
Yeah, you'd have to at this point after these problems.
That mid-control, Henry.
Here it is. Mixing it up, but Natastapic's ready to defend. Now, 2 quick shots, and that's pretty much G2 extinguished on that side of the map. They'll have to just walk in towards B. So it's like...
You actually got the exact thing you wanted in that sense, right? The change up to B and the double ops?
When I call those plays, I'm not saying that's what I want to happen. I'm telling you that is what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to
happen.
So
I just want to put that out there.
Well, you wanted to see G2 fail.
Not my first rodeo.
Ooh, that's a nice molly.
Well, it's a recovery.
Still. Yeah.
Double orb set up now to retake. That's a big nade.
Ooh, still in the air.
Oh, you hate to see that.
You could just feel his panic through the screen.
Yeah, you could, couldn't you? The jump, he thought the first one connected, didn't. But still somehow going to win the round after losing the first 2 picks.
Wow.
It's going to be G2.
I can't believe they clawed back that round.
2 picks against them.
Insane.
3 players up the ramp of B, and still
15-3 right now.
I was really surprised to see the Molotov though, because Kerrigan's position, like between the generators, isn't necessarily like the standard hold you do. You play closer to the pillar on the right side, but it forces him into it at a time where he doesn't want to be there.
Okay, guys, just to let you know as well, the Agony Arm corner is still going. We have any life problems going on right now? Anything?
Shoot in my direction?
Anything you want to throw at myself, Sean, or Halvor, let us know. Just tweet us. We'll read out some questions when we have to in the downtime, so a good opportunity to sort your life out here on a Counter-Strike broadcast. It's going to be a lot of fun. Might not be the best advice. I'm going to put that out there. Might not necessarily work.
You know what? I could probably fix all your problems.
Just
go ahead and send them my way.
Disclaimer, me and Henry are not, that qualified.
I've been working on Henry all week.
Yeah?
You've made progress?
Well,
yeah, you've already been helping me out.
I've kept the notes to myself.
Okay.
It's one of those things where I'll give him a glance the last week, and then he'll have to pay me $5,000 to complete the program.
Got a great list here for you. Like it's all the answers to your problems right here. Like, yeah, I'm gonna need a bit of payment. To be honest, I feel like I'm beyond the point of help at this stage anyway. So we'll just see whether this eco run actually will get anything more than just the 2 frags. I'm not sure it will. It's not the best position right now. You've got no utility. Max 7. Yeah, going to be 9-2 down. And Nexa, he's on the hunt as well. He will smell blood on the other side and maybe a couple of kills with a shotgun. Really don't want to take him down, but I don't see any danger of this one slipping away. He'd have to hit 2 perfect shots here, running out of bullets. And that'll be all she wrote. G2 really running away with this one, guys. Not looking great on the CT side of things. They'll be buying into another double orb situation, I would imagine.
Do you think we're going to see the classic turnaround? As has become
CSGO
so
turnaround? No.
Not
like
on the CT side?
On the T side, you can see they've got like 14K
Yeah.
and like 10,000 on Hunter. Like, I don't think that's
G2's really running away with this right now.
Like, the thing is, I don't think necessarily that G2 are doing that much differently from what they did in their previous Vertigo matches. It's just that mousesports doesn't really seem to have that good of an answer.
Haven't adapted at all.
Yeah. Okay, up in side halls. That's a change up. Might be a little bit. Oh yeah, Hunter. Hunter's just gonna find a super nasty timing, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I'm nervous.
It's gonna be the late lurk as well. That's bomb drop though. Well, actually, that's gonna force a rotation, and Hunter's gonna be very mean. Are they actually dipping out? Oh yeah, Hunter's got full control.
Oh yeah, he's just like, boys, it's all good.
That's so bad.
Ooh, all right.
Almost gave it away.
Gets away with one.
Oh, Nato, this is brave. And it might cost him a little bit more some health. This is a little bit agonizing now. Oh,
that feels so bad when you run through a molly and you're like, oh, I got a nice timing, and another molly comes. Like, shit, I can't run through another one.
3 versus 1. Chris J painted into a corner here. Not many options, I'm afraid. Loss bonus racking up, and at this point, mousesports on their pick, Vertigo, really not looking too good. This was the round to turn it all back in their favor, and there's just no way to win this. He's looking around for anyone lurking for him. It's going to be Hunter, aggressive, of course.
Hunter's been balling out.
Another 3 kills. He's insane.
18 and 4.
In
like
12
impact
rounds.
frags too.
Yeah.
142 ADR.
Like saved the round twice now. 5 on 3s. They've lost his first 2 picks. He comes back, kills everyone.
Yeah. This time out, better address something towards A. Obviously, it's
you just
tough
buy here
because they
keep pausing on like when they've got like no money to
money?
buy. Yeah, I don't. You might as well use these round as the pauses.
Are you buying right here, Henry?
No,
down
I'm
10-2.
You do like a pistol thing,
yeah,
right?
I'm doing Deagle armor. I'm going for something like a rush. I'm going for 5.7s, PD50s. I'm going for a rush middle. And I'm getting aggressive. I'm just throwing like a Hail Mary. Instead of holding in crossfires, I'm just going to get towards T-spawn, fast behind them, see what can be done. Like close range. Hope for a snowball effect.
I kind of want to see the 3-man tower again and then have the 2 people who are not
like,
a part of it be super aggro towards mid.
There's no way like holding with the Deagle. I just don't think it's going to work. I feel it's throwing something a bit mental in there.
It's weird that they use that 3-man boost on an eco, right? It's just for like a meaningless frag.
Yeah, that's why I thought like if you're going to go for that boost,
wait it out,
wait
for
2.
Get maximum.
Like see what could, like 1 frag does nothing. But yeah, I agree. What's the play on the CD side? No rush middle, but we'll see whether... You can see G2 are really ready for anyway. They've gone very defensive. They know they're up against some nasty stuff here. The Desert Eagle, a frozen remove for now, as that will be the first pick. Hunter
continuing his dominance.
Yeah, he is looking like a predator today. I like it.
NATO actually dropped Jackson mid, so
some
balance restored.
You called it subtle. Yeah. Wasn't my best, to be honest. It was at least something.
Do you feel like this map would be more interesting if you had more wallbang opportunities?
We did have more before.
Remember the elevator one? With the
oh yeah, that was it. Chad would do that every round.
Do it every round.
He would just sit there, Henry, I've got middles. Go, just a cannon going off the other side of the map. I was like, Chad, I don't think anyone's there. Just kept firing it.
Did he ever get a single kill?
I think he got like 2 in a whole 2-week boot camp.
Okay.
A couple of kills that came through. Can't confirm nor deny what happened outside of those games, but that's what I experienced.
I kind of miss the days where you could wallbang through floors.
What, in general?
Or like on nuke?
Well, yeah, just like just because it was like the likelihood of you hitting anything ever in those spots was so unlikely, but when it happened, it was like a magical moment.
I don't know, man. 1.6 nuke. People knew spams.
Oh,
some people knew a few more than others.
Yeah, it feels like Jordan's movie was literally just nuke highlights of him not seeing people but killing them anyway.
Well, We'll see if G2 have anything to say about this round. Well, I would say they probably do, considering they got full A-side control, 10-2 under their belt, and Carrigan caught in the smoke. Bomb's been planted, and Nexa looks absolutely fine to hold them off. It's going to be Ropt and Chris J remaining. They found an AK-47. Like I said, money and exit frags don't really mean anything at this point. They've just got way too much cash, and this looks to be a very quick first map between these two.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what Vendetta was saying earlier, right? I think you actually said it as well, Henry. They just took A so many times that now they can do whatever they want.
Exactly.
They can go
that's
mid,
the problem, right? Like
they can go B.
You feel the fear of God on that side of the map. Everyone's kind of floundering to adjust, and then you just, if you're smart, you read this and you decide, right, they're pausing, they're not holding A, they're going to just keep focusing there. And now you just got them all over the map.
Yeah. I feel bad for Rops. He's just
he hasn't
not
really
been a part of the game.
He hasn't done anything wrong. He hasn't necessarily put missed a shot even. It's just that his teammates just die, and then him and Chris J are left. But Chris J, speaking of which, does open things up at least. Finally, an advantage. But they've had a couple of those, to be fair. 5-on-3s have slipped away. Hunter is still alive, so they need to be very careful.
They have at least recognized that the double ups is what the only thing that is getting them
I think
close.
on this map, like the A ramp, you just have to have an AWP there. There's no two ways about it. Then usually you'll have an anchor solo towards B, and you probably want him to have an AWP as well. So
that arm.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, how do you bank that?
Oof, not a bad effort. Touched him. So mousesports, they need the 11-4. This feels like a must-win round. Like
yeah.
You've got to convert this.
This is just so difficult. Now they have a full exec coming.
There's not a lot of
Like mousesports is just giving them this A ramp area every round.
There's the only smokes left.
And now they'll wait this
on
out.
Kerrigan, so they can't really defend a retake either. Like the
probably gonna re-exec after these smokes.
Or is Hunter just gonna walk
Oh my god, he's gonna walk through this? No, he's just waiting it out, trying to do the smoke thing.
Yeah. That's the last smoke for Mouse though.
That sucks.
Very last one.
They just re-exec though. They use their smokes.
Look, this is how messed up Mouse are right now. They still haven't rotated anyone else over towards A.
Oh my god, that was so clean.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's absolutely wrecked them there.
Jesus.
What the fuck? Okay, well, that's probably the round done. Another advantage given up here, but still a chance, I suppose. But double AWPs in the retake, make it a singular one. As Rops now hasn't had anything to do with this map. We'll have to sit back and wait with no kits available. They've got to go for it, surely. Like, they need this.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Jax just destroyed those guys.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a cyborg just running into the A site.
French Terminator.
15. Mousesports weak now. For masses, Deagles, one single M4. It's 12-2. And the baby's back on the set. Chad Birchall's back.
Face planted. Chad throwing babies again.
That's
it's been kind of his thing.
We said we're going to have good costumes for the next segment. So
what kind of themes?
What kind of themes do you have in mind? You got any ideas? We might just do a Christmas theme. We could do.
I have one that I can tie into Counter-Strike at least.
What is it?
Well, I can't give it away, right? That has to be a surprise.
Okay. When are you going to do it? For next map?
No, yeah, like between these two maps.
Okay, yeah,
we'll all go into the back room, find some costumes.
Okay, yeah, we need to spice things up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, Sean, I like your outfit today, but we can definitely improve upon it.
We could definitely improve on it. I agree. You know, I saw a Molotov back there. I saw quite a few things.
Okay. We could start cosplaying almost. All right.
Yep.
See what can be done.
You had the cow outfit with the baby yesterday. That was maybe a little bit much, but
not sure why that happened.
Oh.
What would the... I could just be a knight?
Have you been playing Mordhau, Henry?
So I can't remember. Swag assaults. Yes, that's actually pretty accurate. Chad, if you'd like to address me, you have to talk to the mic. These really don't bring much sound, but I did hear that. Yeah, nice helmet. That would do nicely. And it is going to be 13-2, Sean. Not their best from mousesports.
Definitely not their best. Won the pistol that half.
Oh, they won the pistol too. That makes it so much worse. Oh dear. Well, we're going to have to take a break and see what can be said in halftime because we'll be back very shortly after this. Welcome back, ladies and gents. You join us for the second half between mousesports and G2. We've got a very special guest with us. Fresh signing for OG. It's Man2. How's it going, brother?
It's going good. It's going good.
Going good. Not a best game to bring you on for. Not a lot to talk about. It's a bit of a landslide score like out. But how's the tournament for you so far? Enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it's a nice tournament, honestly. first maps I played was a little bit shaky, but I started getting.
It's always going to be
that nuke game was pretty sick.
Yeah, you were doing stuff left and right there.
That 1-on-2
with the no scopes. That was spicy. That must have felt good. You absolutely destroyed him there. Damn. Well, like this round is not going too well for mousesports. Kind of similar scenes. Absolute massacre. As we'll see this all come through.
Have they flatlined, Henry? What are you thinking?
I think there's nothing left. Like, we'll give them like one more chance, and that's kind of it. But mousesports have to force fire at this point. Nothing really they can do. Deagles only. Bit of utility. Maybe an executioner, Sean. Maybe towards A.
Yeah, this was a complete no-show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I highly doubt we're going to see those 5 Deagles go towards B.
Who knows? Maybe they're going to change things up a bit. They definitely didn't address anything on their CT side, so.
Man, is this your first big tournament? I'll forgive my ignorance. I haven't really casted much. Your first main tournament, you reckon?
I've played a lot of small tournaments.
Yeah, sure.
Like national tournaments, but this is my first one.
You did you did attend the Meisterschafts, right, with attacks?
Yeah,
that kind of thing?
I won them 3 times the Meisterschafts.
Yeah.
So,
right. Yeah. A little bit of a different scale, a little bit of different teams, obviously, here.
Yeah.
But you feel like you're taking to the level pretty nicely? Like, it seems that way, obviously, like, as you're warming up into the tournament. But how do you feel yourself? Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah, obviously I'm taking on a new role, open, right?
You were secondary open before, right? So
and I'm just getting put in right now with, like, the Tier 1 teams. So it's kind of, obviously...
Oh, wait, so you were the secondary opper.
Yeah.
So what's that switch like?
Honestly, it's interesting. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because I just want to learn a lot.
It's a lot different, right?
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Are you taking your own kind of calls? Are you saying this is what I want to do this round? Or are you waiting for someone to tell you what to do? What kind of play style are you having
I would say both.
Yeah?
I'm usually an aggressive opper, so what right now I'm doing is just learning how to, passively.
Sure.
And obviously I have my team is like Alexibi that played with Alu and stuff, so he's just giving me, all the pointers.
Well, it seems to be working. You've had some really, you had a couple of quiet maps, but the ones you turned up on, you were leading the charge. You top fragged twice today, I think. So super sick considering the opposition you're up against as well. This is not an easy tournament by any stretch. Maybe for G2 on this map, it seems, as mousesports. I can't really describe to you what's happening. This is all just falling apart at the seams. They looked really good on the first day. They were 3-1 up.
They did. They're 3-1 up, and it's not like this map is for nothing. Nice 1500 on the line.
1,500 per map victory. Money all over the place. Thousands of dollars being exchanged, Sean.
Yes.
Every single hour.
We're talking some first place CGS money back in the day.
No, you're not actually.
No.
Definitely I-Series, though. This is I-Series money.
CGS was like 500K if you won CGS.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not. Not that kind of money.
CGS. Sean's just like, shit, should have signed up for that maybe.
Maybe should have played that one at 1.6 back.
Going to the local 1.6 land.
I mean, I'm sure Cal I events,
it was legit $500,000 first place. It was the biggest pool ever. But you knew best, of course. 1.6.
Do you remember?
$200 here and there, a few mouse pads.
Do you remember WCG Ultimate Gamer?
That was a TV show, right?
Yeah.
I think was Clown on that?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I did see it. It made it to the UK. I watched it on TV.
Good stuff.
I swear, someone's going to do that again.
Yeah, we definitely need that again.
They've got to bring it right back.
Surely they can get you on it.
All right, so
62.
One for the history books?
That's, one that might be erased from our memories. I'm not sure it was a very significant game. It wasn't a classic. It wasn't an instant classic.
No.
Maybe if you analyze the demos, saw what went wrong, you could see some real big exploits there. But remember, it's mousesports of a stand-in. Really difficult to get excited about it.
mousesports pick, though.
That's something, Sean. You've relit my fire. Now I'm interested. That's big.
Now they're going on a Dust 2. They played that yesterday. They looked pretty good.
Dust 2 is a really good map.
That would be perfect for Nato coming in, right? The AWP can really just take charge. They can do double AWPs here. No problem. They can do triple AWPs they really want to.
Yeah, they looked good against the OG yesterday on Dust 2. So maybe a different look.
Mansu, let's ask you a few more questions, man. This is should we get on camera? See what
he looks like.
See what the young guy looks like. So you got a British flag on HLTV. Can we talk about that?
UK pride.
The problem is you're talking to an icon of UKCS here, and as far as I was aware, I didn't know you were British. But today I saw the flag and I was like, "What's this about?" So have you got some British blood in you? You just live in the UK?
No, I have no British blood.
Okay, just good base there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Every day I'm just getting messages from Instagram I want to support you so bad, but I need to know, are you from Poland? Because if you're not, then I'm not going to support you.
Yeah.
I'm like.
Can you claim both sides?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Both the flags represent both.
Actually,
cool.
Send in a request for Agile TV to just do a.
I swear we used to have that.
Yeah,
maybe
with NOA, for instance.
Yeah,
you have all
Used
the
to be a
flags
thing.
mixed into it. So yeah, get on that. That should be a priority.
How's it been signing for OG? Like, this is crazy for you, right? Like, kind of coming
crazy,
out of the
honestly.
woodwork, like a player I was relatively aware of before, and now kind of exploding on the scene. This massive organization.
Yeah.
Are you feeling pressure in that regard, considering such a massive brand on your chest right now, knowing there's a lot of things going on in the background?
At the start, I did feel the pressure.
Yeah.
But honestly, just because of my teammates and like honestly, how confident they are in me.
Sure.
I just put that pressure thing aside, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you find it intimidating playing next to such big names within CS? Like, do you find that like a difficult prospect for yourself, or is it something you're comfortable
The more officials I play, honestly, it gets better.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Are they as good as you expected them to be in terms of communication or the basics of CS? Because I feel like that's maybe blown out of proportion sometimes. Some players like are naturally good at that, but some it's not a good part of their game.
I was mostly surprised by the little things they know in Counter-Strike.
Okay.
It's just those little things that obviously win you the game.
Yeah.
And I was just surprised by that, honestly.
That's cool. Well, you didn't have the best start in the tournament. Do you think you can bounce back and make it to the playoffs? I'm not even sure what you'd even require this, but you're 2-4 right now?
Yeah, we're 2-4.
Okay.
Honestly, if you go 4-0, tomorrow we can still
you have
win.
to, you have to win out everything at this point. You can
I
start
think even if you get to 5 wins, probably.
I think you're probably
sure.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and I mean, you're playing Furia and MIBR.
Yeah. Those are actually
so
good
you
games.
can definitely snag.
Did you guys do any like demo reviews of the teams here?
No.
Or you guys
I think
playing
Alexi
your
was
game?
just watching like one demo yesterday, but falling asleep.
How much preparation can you really have coming into this tournament?
No preparation.
Nothing at all. Yeah. It looked like the T sides have been more like kind of run your default, someone find some space, contact into it. Like, it works, you've got good enough players to make it work, but against a really drilled team, like it's not going to work out, right? Like, against VP, there was some moments, it's like, wow, they lost a pick here, and you can see you guys like, shit, what do we do now? Like, it's just kind of like, it's just going to take time. Like, how long do you think you guys need before kind of you come online? Like, do you have a road plan in mind?
I mean, honestly, after this event, I think we will learn so much. That's why we just came into this event. We had like other opportunities to go some lower events, but we straight away just wanted to go to this event just to, so we can learn a lot.
So what's like the comms like, right? Were you like a vocal player in your past teams? Isn't it like what you like to go
like
for
me
picks
individually?
on?
Yeah.
I wasn't a vocal player, honestly. It was more like, because I was playing 4 Germans. It was mostly my IGL telling me just do whatever you want, go kill them.
I was just curious because you have the 3 in-game leaders on your team, so if there's like a 4th person that's calling a lot.
It was like everybody else is talking, so I guess I'm just gonna join in.
Well, that is going to be the first map. You're welcome to stick around for the second. It wasn't the best game to hang out with, but we are going to take a break and be back with map number 2, which was Nuke.
Dust 2.
Dust 2, that's exactly what it is. Coming up very shortly. We'll see you there.